All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 10 o'clock on December 20th, and it was a nice, clear, sunny day, and it was chilly, but we did have some nice sunshine today, not hardly any clouds at all, as you see here from this satellite image. For some reason, I'm having trouble getting the satellite loop to load. It seems like we're having issues with the regular satellite loop here. It's trying to load, but that was the Modus satellite. But as you can see, we still have clear skies over the area right now. Looking at our current conditions outside, and you'll see here, this is all these warnings are from the storm that is in the west, that is heading eastward, that we're going to have to talk about. We have a coastal flood watch in effect as well, and also for the Jersey Shore, a gale watch in effect. So let's take a look at our current conditions outside right now. And you'll see that we're still not seeing much radiational cooling out there, but it is pretty chilly tonight. 32 degrees at Farmingdale, 27 at that's Shirley there, 29 at Islip. We'll take a look and see what the day was like at Islip today. And you will see that temperature is generally pretty chilly, mainly staying in the 30s today. Maybe we briefly touched 40, but mainly staying in the 30s with the northwest breeze. It looks like there is some radiational cooling at West Hampton. They're down to 21. So it looks like maybe we are starting to see a little radiational cooling. And again, dry air. And if the winds dry down, we have mostly clear skies, we'll see that radiational cooling. Let's take a look at the highs and lows for the day. Highs generally around 40 degrees across the area. And the lows, let's see what the lows were this morning. Waiting for those lows to come in. And, yeah, generally, again, not a huge range in temperatures, though I do see a 23 at West Hampton, but I think that was set tonight. Looks like there was some radiational cooling, though, in Jersey last night. I see some 22s in their Pine Barren, so 22 and a 23 there. So it was a little bit of radiational cooling, but, again, with the wind, not really realizing the full potential of how cold it could have gotten if the wind did drop. Looking at the weather map, you see we have high pressure over us, but here's that big system that is heading our way from the west, and that is what's going to cause a big mess. So looking at the GFS right now, high pressure stays with us for one more day tomorrow, and then here comes the rain for Thursday. Looks like Thursday night into Friday, this is when we're going to get this soaker, and there are going to be some pretty strong winds with this as well. Look at this massive storm here. Just the worst timing, the Friday before Christmas. And you can see here strong winds, heavy rain, and on the backside a little snow. I don't think we'll be getting much of that, but if you're just off to the west in Pennsylvania, you may be getting some of that. And then some strong winds and Arctic air to follow for Christmas Eve and the Christmas weekend behind that cold front. So let's take a look at the HRRR model. 0 is the HRRR model, which I don't think is going to take us to... Yeah, it will sort of take us into Thursday. Now the HRRR has been a little more aggressive in bringing in the rain earlier on compared to the GFS. You notice that right away. The HRRR wants to bring it in Thursday evening, like around 6, 7 o'clock. We're already dealing with heavy rain, as you see here on this. So the model's not agreeing on this right now, as we are still a ways out. But let's take a look at our dew points and wind flows as we head into tonight. If the winds do calm down, we could see some radiational cooling. We have north winds to start for tomorrow, and then they eventually turn more to the east tomorrow night, and then to the south as we head east on Thursday, and then eventually you'll see the southeast winds come and look at all those high dew points there that will be heading our way when this storm system comes and bringing in the heavy rain. And we'll talk about that more tomorrow night when we have more of an opinion or more models to look at. Looking at your air temperatures tonight, I think we'll have lows in the 20s, though. Teens are possible if we get that radiational cooling, especially in the Pine Barrens tomorrow. Temperatures maybe just a degree or two warmer, so maybe low 40s for highs. And then not dropping back as much tomorrow night. Probably temperatures in the upper 20s. And then for Thursday, here comes the surge of warm air coming in. So we start off in the 40s, but you'll see that surge of warm air coming in. Of course, now the models don't agree. This is why I don't really want to go too much into it, because we don't have enough of the short-range models in to look at what's going to be happening with the storm. But I can show you on the GFS that there will be a surge of warm air coming in, and this is going to lead to a crazy temperature roller coaster for Friday. Not only are we going to have the heavy rain and the high winds, but we're going to have temperatures rising up into the mid to upper 50s, and then by the evening, we'll be dropping into the teens after midnight. So that's going to be one hell of a weather whiplash. And then for Saturday, we're not making it out of the 20s, as you see here. So this is going to be some Arctic air that we're going to be getting into, and still going to be with us on Christmas Day as well, with highs generally in the mid to upper 20s. And we'll still be cold as going into Monday, and I'm not going to go too much into the long range after that. But you'll see that we will definitely be dealing with some weather whiplash here. And looking at your dew points again, you see that surge of moisture and warmth coming in ahead of that cold front. That is one heck of a storm right there. Seeing this kind of difference in the amount of moisture in the air is quite astonishing. And here comes that Arctic air for Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, that's going to be one heck of a So let's go look at the model here. Again, we don't really have that many models to look at when it comes to the storm, but you'll see there's going to be some strong winds and heavy rain. If we look at the amount of rainfall that is total predict, it's probably going to be between 1 and 2 inches of rain. And this is the GFS model. All right. And if we look at the winds, here you'll see those strong winds that we're going to have to watch out for ahead of that front. And this is the concern here that we could have with these strong winds and causing coastal flooding. Again, a busy travel day for Friday. This is not good, not at all good timing for this storm to hit, unfortunately. So it's going to be a mess. So let's go look at the skies next. Obviously, tomorrow I think we'll start seeing some increasing high clouds. And then obviously plenty of clouds for Thursday and Friday, obviously. Saturday, we'll have to see what happens because we're going to have, it's a very cold air mass, and there may be lake effect, and we'll have to see what's going to happen. And again, this is the GFS model, so it's going to be hard for this model to really, reason with itself. This is Christmas Day. You could see maybe some sunshine, and then for Monday, it's showing some more clouds again. So we'll have to see what happens. And again, this is preliminary models. I don't really want to use the cloud models that far out because they're so unreliable that far out. We'll just go look at the RGEM do have the latest RGEM. All right, that's good. So we have the latest one for tomorrow, and that's the main thing. So tomorrow we'll have a few high clouds around, probably not quite as clear as today. And then obviously Thursday we'll have those clouds thickening as the rain approaches. So I'll have more information on this storm as we get more information from the models that we have in that will be coming in. But this is, again, the potential for a major storm for Friday, Thursday night to Friday. Heavy rain, strong winds, and coastal flooding, travel delays, possible power outages. And then, you're going to shoot up into the 50s and then drop into the teens. This is going to be one heck of a weather whiplash. And that's the kind of thing that causes a lot of broken rails. And I'm feeling I'm going to see a lot of that with such a drastic change in temperature over a short period of time. It's not something we usually see here. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Thank you for watching and have a good night.